Next, I will briefly discuss the various color options when working in some of the video modes available in 16-bit. Okay, first thing, let me grab my path here. All right, and go to my command prompt, cd path. Okay, let me look at my snippets here for a sec. Alright, so I got that. Here's another thing you can do. I'm going to copy this first. Copy. Paste. And then go space. And space. And then put the other command there. Enter, like that. Okay. Let me save that. And then I'm going to copy all of this together. And now it should do both. Bada boom. There. Compiles it and executes and runs it to the emulator. Very nice. A little time saver. A couple keystrokes, and we do two things in one command. We're not making major changes. Even if we did and there was an error, I believe it would just report back the error from NASM and not proceed to Chemia. So that's a nice little shortcut too. All right. Moving right along here. Where is our file here? Let's get this out of the way. There's our file. So we got some values here, mystery values. Move a value into C register. What does that do? I don't know. What if we change this to 8? Save that. Go over here, up arrow, enter. Oh, okay. We got 8 hearts. Nice. Okay, or I could do 1,000. Nice. Sweet. So clearly that is our, I'll set that back to 1 for now, quantity. Yeah, okay. What if I, let's see, what if I change this to 2 here? Save that. Oh, that must be the little Indian we've been hearing so much about. Okay, cool. So, then that means, let's see. This must be a value associated with your character. Huh? Nice. Okay, and then like, so what about this one then? If I change this to say 14. You see our computer supports Asian characters as well. Nice. So clearly that has something to do with color. Yeah. Oops. Color value. There we go. Of course, it's a value, but we don't make value judgments. You know, we do accept all kinds here. Okay, so whatever trips your trigger, there are some limited color options available here. I'll talk about that next here. So let me just save that, and here's what I'll do. I will save as now. And we'll go to lessons, and here I'm going to call this O2 happy.asm. Nice. And then go back to our original test file. There we go. start working from there. Now, we're dealing with 16, here, I'll show you. Here's our color chart here. Down here. This is our color palette, essentially. Here expressed as hexadecimal, but you could use the numbers 0 through 15. It's the same either way, and that's all we have. Here, the highest being 15, which, hang on, let me just minimize there. So if I went to 16 here, see what happens. Okay, so some interesting blue there. Let me see here. What if I go 64? I don't know. Okay. So what is happening here now is we have a black character with a red background. We are changing the background color, and just to solve the mystery here, what is technically going on, if I may go back to our color charts here. Here you see 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, right, for each of these 16 colors. But if the 0 was also one of these symbols, that would change the background color. So, taking that on board, if I wanted the background of our black character to be this color, I would change it to C. Let me see if my prediction is true. In hex, hang on. I'm working in decimal here, but let me just get the full picture here. It would be background C, and what color character do we want? Let's make it green. So C A. Let's see what happens if I write that in hex here. So that would be $CA. Save that. What did I do? It's beginning with a character. I think I have to put that O in there. Let's find out if that fixes it. Sure enough. There you go. See, salmon colored background and our alien. Excuse me. There you go. So there you can play around with those various color values in that mode. Okay, so another thing, let me just go right back to where I was. You see there's a bunch of text and stuff up here. We can get rid of that. We want to clear the screen. And the way to do that, first let me just set this back to 15, I guess, for now. Good. And the way to do that is up here at the top. Oh, hang on. Into AX register. Move AX. I'm gonna, it's two values, but I can move them all together by using word. So it's like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 in the first byte and 0, 0, 0, 0, 3, in the second byte. But we can write them both at the same time with this little shortcut. I'm not going to go off into Indian land again. Word, and of course here we called an interrupt, which basically is to do it. So we're going to do the same thing here. Let's just save that. And whoops. Here, as you can see, I've locked up the screen. I have to hit Control-Alt-G to get out of there, and then I can Alt-F4 to get back out of there. Let's see what we got. There, we have cleared the screen, and we have our little happy character there now. See, so let us continue here. Now that I've done that, here let me just Kemu or B tab. Let me go Control Alt F for full screen. Okay, this is as if this was all that's running on your computer and it's filling the entire screen, right? Okay, so let me get Alt F4 out of there. And now what I'd like to do, of course, this is a decimal value. It could also be like hex that way, okay? But I'm going to use 13 hex value, okay, here, which is a different screen video mode. Let's see what happens here. Okay, and if I blow it up, you see the character is larger now. We have changed the screen resolution to 320 by 200, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get out of there. The default, of course, was 3, right? So what we did a moment ago was here, we're going to set the video mode there, and then down here we're going to call an interrupt, call interrupt 16, which basically is saying to do it, right? And in this instance, since we have just called the video mode, and when we say do it, that has the effect of clearing the screen there. Nice. So again, let me just save that, head over here. So that's the default this size screen mode. 3. Let's figure out what that is. So if I go over here to my web reference video modes here, 3 in hex is the same as 3 in decimal. 80 by 25 characters, 16 colors, and of course it's this is European, so instead of colors, it's colors, right? But maximum 16 colors, as I showed you here, also referred to as 4-bit mode, you see. Now, if we go to, hang on, where is, when we go to this video mode, hope I'm not jumping around too much. What is it? 13H, 320 by 200. I got to blow the screen up a little bit. Oh, look at this. 256 colors instead of 16. Ooh, okay. That's about tops we can do in 16-bit, you know, so that's why the list is rather short here. So this goes back to the early days, you know. It's like all these different companies were making their video cards, and you know, oh well, here I can use the same command, but if you're using our video card, it does a higher screen res, or supports more colors, or has more characters, or whatever. You know, they're each to get their competitive edge. They're all owned by the same handful of people, so it's just moot point. So here we go. Video colors. screen. So there we have set our video mode now to the higher resolution. Now we have more colors available. So instead of only having our 16 colors, we now have 256 colors. Ooh. And the way this is going to work, basically here, look, we're going down this row. That's your first row is your first number, say 1, 2, and followed by a 0. And then however many you go over this way will be your second digit, right? So let's say if I wanted this blue here, it would be 3, 7 in hex, okay? So now that we're in 256 color mode, let's see if that works. So color, we're in higher screen resolution. What do I say? $37 should do it. Let's see. Back to my prompt. There, you see. So you can play around with those colors now, you know, and you know, it's even less discriminatory. You can pick the color, whatever color character you want, right? Good to go on that now. So let me just set that back here for a moment and clean this up a little bit here, I guess. Get out of here. Okay, so all of our lines of code are marked individually, so we no longer have to be so vague here. Very nice. Looking good. Let me just set this back to 15 for the moment and add an extra return at the end just to be kind of neat. Okay, looking good. I will save that one last time and I'm going to have a look at that there, and we'll go Control-Alt-F for full screen. Again, this is, like I said, if there was nothing on your computer, no operating system or anything, this is a fully running program with a bootloader, and you could run this on your computer. Come to think of it, why don't we do that next?